Amazing. We have started this episode with an actual countdown, which is amazing.
I need to keep.
Perfect.
I like to keep you on
The
your
entire
toes.
episode was just making sure that Court could get the countdown right, guys. See you later. Bye.
No,
Yes, yes.
I just like
That
to keep.
was a test run. See you
I
next week.
I just like to keep. Look, I just like to keep my
Bye.
GMs on their toes, guys. Okay.
Mhm. So, this week we have Star Wars,
No shit.
and yeah, I mean, you couldn't tell, but just by looking
At the screen.
at the screen.
I thought it was I thought it was Mass Effect.
Yes.
I thought we finally go back to Ebola.
It's Star Effect. Mass Wars.
Little did we know, guys, we've accidentally entered into an alternate universe, and this is the very specific SpongeBob SquarePants RPG.
All right, how many times do I have to tell you this crossover doesn't work?
Right, the rules lawyer has spoken. Let's continue properly.
Oh,
All right, now time for the Star Wars Trek effect. Let's go.
Star Wars Trek.
Take effect,
You're a
goddammit,
wizard,
that's
Dwayne.
perfect.
So, last time you were, you had the opportunity to go for sightseeing, learn a few things about this place that you have found yourselves rather stuck for the time being. And yeah, fun times. Nothing interesting going on in this place. Everything seems to be not suspicious at all. Not dangerous at all as well. I mean, the numerous artifacts and holocrons that they are keeping in a rather let's call it comfortable place for everyone's view. Yeah. Also, there has been a very suspicious development at the very end of the previous day for the party. That they were introduced in some of the servants that they are not, let's call it, normal
No shit.
in more ways than one. So,
No shit.
we are picking up from where we left. Everyone is back on their rooms. And who knows when you will have an opportunity to explore more of this place.
Okay,
Uh,
time out. Let's
Mhm.
face it, the only really important question is Wedge dying of boredom yet?
Oh,
No, he's pretty entertained.
No, he's not wedge. He's solid wedge.
Wedge. Okay, I can't say anything because spoilers.
And he's
but
trusty the cardboard box.
yes,
Sorry.
but things are dying, mainly brain cells.
I mean, that makes sense.
That's the most poignant sentence uttered in any of our campaigns. Congratulations, Briss.
So, yeah, you're back on your rooms. Is there anything specific you want to do during the night, or
To
we are
start
going
with,
to
before we do anything,
fast forward?
before we do anything, Elena's gonna send a mission update to Luke,
Mm-hmm.
saying she's gonna let him know that we found more of those unfortunate souls in this complex. We also
Fortunate soul.
Yes, Elena became emotional.
we've also learned that Storg has
Pain!
Storv has in his possession 2 Jedi holocrons and, more worryingly, a Sith holocron. And he may know something about our Anzati foe, and it may be also connected to what happened to my master several years ago. Perhaps even before then.
Oh no, Luke thinks to himself. It seems that Elena has fallen to the dark side.
No.
Becoming Ursula and all that. But, okay, yes. You get a reassuring feeling that what you were trying to convey mostly was received.
Also, Elena's not hiding her conflict from Luke. She knows that's kind of futile.
Mm-hmm.
She's also
So-
not hiding it from Joanne, so Joanne, you can feel the conflict within Elena at the moment.
Right. Who just thinks
Next
that
day.
right now is the best time to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Next day arrives. The sun is up again. It seems that today is a bit clearer as far as weather is concerned. Doesn't seem to be any sandstorms raging.
We can see clearly now the rain has gone.
Yeah, and you spend most of your day without anything particularly exciting happening, other than, of course, receiving your breakfast and lunch.
Mhm.
No invitations to fancy tables this time around.
Mhm.
And early in the afternoon, let's see. Brindor, you're the first one to get a visitor.
Oh my.
You see that the protective field is deactivated on the door. And you see what seems to be your host's daughter coming in. You can see just outside that the Twi'lek handmaiden is with her, but doesn't seem to be in the escort of any armed soldiers or anything else. She walks in and says, "Good afternoon. I hope
So,
everything is comfortable. Is there anything that you need that is not currently
out of
provided?"
character question.
Yes.
What is the view like from my room? Can I see like the outdoors at all?
Yes, you can see outdoors. You have a view on pretty much. You have a view of the back end of let's call it small city that has been established. You can see in the distance, especially today, because there are no sandstorms raging until, well, at least not for now. And you can see a bit more of the horizon that extends beyond the protective dome.
Right. Well, unless you can manage to, control the weather and keep the sandstorms down so I can continue to have this nice view, I don't know if there's much you can do for me. How are my companions doing?
Mostly fine. I think. I'll pay them a visit as well, just to make sure. If you don't mind, I have some questions.
Shoot.
Really? Okay.
You see that she goes and sits down in one of the sofas there, and says, "So, you've been a pilot in the Rebel Alliance,
Yes.
and from what I understand, you were present in many rather important missions."
I contributed my fair share
Mm.
to the liberation of the galaxy, the downfall of the Emperor.
The creation of Max Skywalker.
Of course.
She
Of
hasn't asked
course.
about that part yet.
He's not a Bothan, so he didn't die.
I'm curious if you were present during, and she starts mentioning some of the mostly well-known skirmishes, battles, events that the Rebel Alliance was involved with.
Out of character, I assume I was in some of them, but not all of them.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
You would be some of them, other ones
not so much. Well, I kind of, give her yes and no's to reflect the ones I was and was not in. I'm not gonna.
Okay. You see that she mentions a few very well knowns from the Rebel Alliance to see if you actually know any of them.
A few
Well,
well-known
spo-
battles or people.
and battles at first to see, uh, in what missions we're on, and people to see, it seems actually a roll a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. You're not sure what exactly this whole thing is. It doesn't seem like interrogation. But you're almost certain that this is not random. Or at least as random as it seems.
She's looking for stories.
That's okay. I haven't figured that out.
He has an inspiration block.
Yeah, after some small talk and some additional
Listen,
questions.
I don't have the charisma to understand this social situation.
Technically, me and Cloud are the charisma characters, so yeah.
She says, "So, you've been through a lot, it seems.
Yeah. There's been a lot that's been happening.
Was the decision for you to continue to be a soldier a decision based on something that you already know very well how to do? Uh, does getting an office job, I guess, in the New Republic boring to you?"
I mean, I don't know what you mean about continuing to be a soldier. I'm a pilot now.
Yeah, but this specific mission is falls under the description of more of a soldier, I would say, rather than
I've got
senior
a
pilot.
mix of experiences like a lot of people who served in the rebellion.
Hmm.
Roles are a bit more fluid.
Okay.
Soldier
But if you had the
today,
chance,
pilot tomorrow.
if you had the chance, would you give this all up to have a nice and easy, luxurious life in one of the grand cities in the core worlds or something?
And do what? Like, there's too much happening and too much that still needs to be done.
Man of action then.
I hear they make cartoons.
Oh god.
Listen, it's not my fault. I'm familiar with production
Good one.
companies.
I have had close ties to this company called Cartoon Network.
They also did something regarding teenagers, machines, and aliens.
Very
Wait.
good. To be honest, my connection, let's call it, with the New Republic is mainly through documents. You know, bureaucratic stuff. I can't say that I've been in many places myself. So I am curious if you find the New Republic as, how to say, an improvement from what used to be before.
I'd say the
In
New Republic.
day-to-day life, I mean.
New Republic's definitely better. It's still got room for improvement, but I'd take it over the Empire any day.
Okay, that was a nice talk. Thank you for your time. You see that she gets up, says, if anything comes to mind that you need, feel free to ask. And you see that she points with her finger in one of the corners of the room, and you see that there is a small switch there. You realize that this might relate to turning on and off the microphone.
Does it have does the switch have 3 houses?
No.
Good one.
Damn.
If I was a different
you
character,
tell me
I'd probably just like immediately hit the switch like before she
You
even
s-
leaves.
You hit the switch and you hear from the other side, it's time to demonstrate. Oh no.
God damn it.
In any case, uh, that was uh, all about the visit. Uh, when she leaves, you see that the field is reactivated, and you spend the rest of the evening without any further incidents. Next is Muddin and Nar.
What?
The same thing happens. The same thing happens. You see that the field is deactivated, and you see adrenaline coming in.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. So I forgot
Oh,
to. So because I'm eating and I don't want the noise to
okay.
spread.
Feel the
The moment the
adrenaline.
fuel goes down, Nar stands up, gets closer to the door, doesn't take out the sword, but he's like prepared just in case.
Okay.
I jump over the
Uh,
building. Wait.
you see that you see that adrenaline enters the room,
Mhm.
Um,
Nar moves to the side there and lowers his hand to not be menacingly, just puts himself to a side. Mhm.
gives a nod to both of you and says,
Mhm.
I hope that everything is fine here. Uh, I'm here to see if you need anything that is not already provided.
Nar is quiet.
Um,
Unless I try to talk, or I forget to unmute. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, okay. Go on, Cloud, if you want to say anything.
I was not saying gonna say anything important, so move on.
Okay. Okay, I will take the silence. That means no.
Oh, so I want a hamster. I want a cup of tea, a hot tea. I want no. I'm joking. So yeah, I'm not.
I
Yeah,
want a
we
box set of
there isn't a
one
lot.
to 7 of Friends.
Anyway, go on, Mercy, go on.
Okay. Says, I'm wondering if you would be up for some conversation.
Certainly. What the young lady of the house would like to learn. It will be interesting.
Ah, well, first of all, I heard that you are quite interested in rather obscure technology that may or may not be feasible at this time.
Hmm. Go on.
I'm curious.
Hmm.
You said you want to use this technology to help your home planet, correct?
Yes. My home planet is ravaged by the Sith. Wait. Ravaged by the other Sith. Wait. It's ravaged by windstorms. Windstorms, was it? Actually.
Uh, Storms in general
Storms
that have
and
created.
yeah, like it's ravaged by storms, and thus, yeah, I would like to um, try to restore it to what, how, and we are living into sinkholes in order to survive. And I would like to um, restore it how it was before, so we could, live on the surface.
Hmm. Of course, you do realize that such technology can be used for the reverse as well, right?
Um, Certainly, and that's why I keep it. I try to keep it under, uh, not under wraps, under, select. I know, so that is why I'm not, I'm only keeping it with, not keeping it. I'm only trusting. Yeah, I only have the people that are working with me are only people that I can trust.
Hmm. So, in the hypothetical scenario that you actually do get your hands on such a device,
Hmm.
would you be
I will
the
conquer the
one
world.
to
Wait.
would you be the one to actually safekeep it and use it?
If I did get in my hands, I will use it. I'm pretty sure if that happens, um, um, people will know about it. But like, I will try to, um, uh, keep it under wraps as possible. basically. No. I'm overselling this anyway, out of character.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let me rethink. Like, let me restate what I said. I will try to, um, I'm not sure how much under wraps I can keep it, and I'm not sure if I can safe keep it on say it will be used, but till it is been used and till we have found something credible and can be used, I'm, uh, I'm not, advertising it.
Hmm. I mean, even if you keep it as secret as possible, I'm
Uh,
guessing that it
uh, uh,
will.
yeah, after it
It
is
is going. Mhm. It
after it is used once, probably people will probably know, since the change will be, uh, a little bit big, let's say.
yes, but even so, even if you actually manage to use it successfully that one time and then destroy it or whatever, still, I sincerely doubt that you will be able to make such a change on your planet without your government's agreement.
Yeah, I'm not sure how. I don't think my government will be opposed to that, to be honest. Um,
Opposed, maybe not, but they will certainly want to be the ones in control of it.
that much is true, but that much could be true, but like that is for when the time comes. Let's see if that thing is even possible first, and then we will see what we have to deal with to make possible to make it possible. Um,
Yes, it
Believe me,
seems I'm.
if there's profit to be gained from this, people will uh, could make the possible uh, could jump every could jump through. No hurdle will be an issue if there's profit to be made on this.
Profit can be made out of everything if you
That's
know how to
true.
sell it.
Look at
In any
sand.
case,
You can make profit from it everywhere, except one person that didn't make profit from it.
By the way, I'm done eating. That's why
okay.
I'm.
In any case, I think that this conversation is getting a more.
Philosophical.
Uh, no, I wouldn't
Boring.
put it that way.
Boring.
Yes, more political conversation,
But I thought
I
that
think,
is done.
and I think we had enough of that. I'm sure you have other things to think about these days. I'm curious. Are you familiar with the Jarek? You know that this is Star Wars chess, pretty
Star
much.
Wars chess, yeah.
I'm certainly familiar with it. Out of character, there's no way that Munden is not familiar with it. I'm pretty sure. Um, yeah, so what do you would like to know about it?
Oh, that's good to hear. I was hoping to find a new willing player because, well, there are very few people that want to play with me in this place. Would you be up for a game?
Yep, I will be interested in playing whenever you want. It will be a nice break between exploring this place.
Splendid. You see that he gets up, goes at the door. and she calls her Twi'lek servant. She approaches. You hear that she talks to her in what languages do you speak actually?
All of them. I have written all of them underneath, so it's all of them the language. Let me find. So
Oh, that's
I have basic. I have Utapis for some reason because I'm from there. I have Bosch, High Galactic, Hatis,
Okay.
and Rakata.
Okay. Spoilers. Uh, okay. Okay. So you don't understand what exactly she's
they're probably
saying.
speaking real.
Uh,
This is why we
yeah,
need.
they're speaking.
This is why we need a
real,
Neo
yes.
here.
And after a very small wait, maybe a minute, the Twi'lek comes back with the Jark board, and Renlin takes it and goes in one of the tables in the living room, sets it on, and says, "Please, we can start right now."
And I see it, and we start. I guess.
Okay. Uh, all right. I want you to roll an intelligence check.
Are you smart
Okay.
enough to play this game?
No, are you smart enough to win? Is the question here.
That's not a bad roll. It's
Nope.
10.
Not terrible.
Literally, it's medical.
Okay.
It's not a
So,
good roll either. Then.
you see that you set up the board, you start playing, and
The question is, do I win?
you realize something. Uh,
She's cheating.
you you are proficient with the game. You've played it many times before, so you can recognize familiar patterns in specific strategies, specific
Hmm.
movements, and you see that she begins to set her board for a specific strategy.
Hmm.
You move accordingly to counter it.
But it ends this strategy midway.
Uh, yes, then she adjusts and
The
changes the
question is, do I
strategy.
get a critical?
Thing is, uh,
There's no critical.
she seems to yeah, there is no critical in this. She seems to make some rookie mistakes,
Hmm.
Huh.
and you take the first game.
It doesn't feel like rookie mistakes. Okay, go on.
Yeah.
Uh, roll perception check.
No, I refuse. Straight up refuse to,
Don't
to
roll a
roll
perception.
perception check.
Oh god,
Um,
the timeline is.
uh, I think it's decent.
Okay.
No, it's 11. I'm rolling medical
Yeah, the
here,
timeline is bought.
which is
Cloud
probably fine.
refused the quest.
Better than rolling bat.
Uh,
Exactly.
you see that she's genuinely entertained.
Oh
She doesn't
no.
seem salty about her defeat at all. And she says,
We're missing stab here. That's all I'm
yes.
gonna say.
Yeah.
We don't have any
I'm
chaos.
having more success. I'm having more success on stab. Uh,
Yeah, we're missing the chaos. We're missing the chaos emeralds from this campaign.
And she looks at you and says, best out of three?
yes, sure.
Okay.
If it'll become best out
You
of
quickly
5.
reset to the board. Roll intelligence check again.
I will fail on that one. I have a feeling.
I'm waiting for the now.
Yes, it's
Yep.
big. It's
It's 7.
under medium. Now I make rookie mistakes to lure her in.
Okay. This time around, no rookie mistakes.
As expected.
She takes the second game. And then for the
Hmm.
third game,
Roll
you
again.
can roll again.
This is what he gets for that
Okay,
one.
for the third game, I'm
Ooh.
gonna roll a force point on that.
Oh!
Nice.
I'm just gonna.
You
Yeah, I've
didn't
already won, but I'm
expect.
gonna make an extra win.
You didn't expect the
They didn't
force point
I think this is the moment where this is the
inquisition.
most wasted force
Nobody
point.
expects the Mutant Inquisition.
This is the most wasted force point we've ever done in this game, and I don't care. We're wasting a
Don't
force point
worry.
on Jarek.
I'm pretty sure we have
The only
worse
such thing
wasted.
as a wasted force point is force points that don't get used.
Yes.
Fair.
Exactly.
True.
Thank you,
The
Ty.
the thing is, I'm not
You
expecting.
understand the mechanics.
Yeah,
I
the thing is,
truly do. That's what comes with being a min-maxer at heart.
the thing is, I'm not expecting to use these force points anywhere else other than some talks today.
So
So
the mood is only using force
you
points in regard to chess. Got it.
it's very
You
important force
see-
points.
you see that
Actually,
the
can you
third
use
game,
force points on intelligence checks and status checks or no?
I'd say not really, but it doesn't matter
That
that much.
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's not investigate if it doesn't matter. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, you see that this third game is pretty tough,
Mm.
and you get the feeling that this time she's not making mistakes, and she's genuinely trying to win this. It is a very close game, but you do get the upper hand at the very end,
Mm.
and you take the third game. At
Okay.
that, she looks at you, gives you a nod, and says, "Well played."
I have one thing. You too. Same. I see your.
It's probably one of the toughest games you had.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're a quicker learner. I see. And just and just to kill Cord, I'm sending this privately.
Oh
Okay.
no.
I'm going to
Oh no.
roll.
Enter.
Customers.
Yes.
Could I
Oh
roll knowledge,
God,
tactics
really?
knowledge
Oh,
between that a small exchange to put something together regarding her intellect?
yes.
Anyway, I
You
said
can.
that you
Mhm.
you are a quick learner. I said to her.
Mhm.
That's decent. I'm not going to probably use a force point for anything today, so
Okay.
I'm
Oh
going
no,
to roll one.
everybody's copying me now.
No, I was going to. I was going to. Ooh,
Okay.
21.
And now you get the feeling.
Mm,
Okay, you don't know mood for
mm,
a long time. I
mhm.
mean,
Yeah.
but from the short amount of time that you spend together, you know that he seems to be someone with life experiences.
Mhm.
He doesn't seem
He
to
has life
be.
experiences. Oh my, that's
He-
very uncommon.
He has been here. He has been taken hostage before.
He
Yes.
he has not been an NPC. I get it.
Yes. He's not a non-heroic unit. He's actually heroic unit.
He
Uh,
has player class levels.
He heroically
Exactly.
accepts quests. What more do you want?
And from what you've seen, he seems fairly intelligent. That he can pick up things very quickly.
He can level forests.
Yes,
Mhm.
you get the same feeling from her.
Mm.
You
Oh
also
no!
get the feeling that this was more of a scouting thing more than anything else
Mhm.
from her part.
Okay.
She's the anti-mood.
Not a surprise, but yeah. At least from a player
You're
perspective,
saying
in Nerd's mind, he has not been thinking much
you're
about
saying
her, but yeah.
she's the mood killer.
Yeah.
For other character, yeah, I got that feeling.
With that, she gets up, takes the board, and says, "Would be delighted if, given the chance, we can have a rematch at some point."
I will be more than happy. Do you want to do it a match of 5 next time?
Maybe if I find the time for it.
Good. Good. I mean, cool. Yeah, you get it.
Yeah, we
Oh
get it.
no.
Good.
Good, cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to think some better phrase to use.
Yeah, we get it.
Exquisite.
Julio.
Mhm.
Cool story,
Uh,
bro.
in any case, she gets up, takes the board, and
Mhm.
she turns to
Mhm.
leave. Looks at Yunar and says,
Mhm.
"You know, he would really do some very nice company with Madaro."
Inar doesn't respond. He just keeps. He looks at her and he goes back to what he was doing before.
Ah, I see you're an impressionist.
Uh, she gives you a smile and she gives you a smile and says, "That's exactly what I mean."
Ah, I see you like to do impressions.
Mhm. Okay.
And she walks out of the room.
Okay. The moment the force field goes up,
Mhm.
Nara goes close to Mood and tells him, "You were right. I thought she was just as airhead as her father, but yeah, I did made a mistake there." And goes back to sitting in the chair.
What? I'm confused now.
The last session when Nara laughed at the attitude of her father and
No,
all of
I
that.
understand the
Okay.
reference. I'm like, what? Why are you referencing it now? I'm not
Because
beginning to
Nar
see.
underestimated her. Nar thought she was just as much of an airhead as her father. She just had a different attitude to it.
I see. Okay, now I get it. Let's continue.
That's what Nar is saying. That's why he did the knowledge tactic to see if Nar pick up on her
Okay.
intelligence.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Cool. I see. So now go sit on the corner like a puppy. Uh,
Oh no.
Such a puppy.
I guess. Anyway, uh, joking aside, yeah, obviously I'm
Yeah.
not saying any of
No,
those.
no,
Let's
I'm not
continue.
expecting anything. He just, goes there and admits his mistake because that's the
Yeah.
kind of person he is, Nar. Mhm.
As for the Jedi party members, it's your turn to get a visit.
Mhm.
Same thing happens. The field is deactivated. Adrenaline comes in. Uh, she gives a nod to both of you.
Ella's
I am
eyes
one with the
remain
force. The
closed as
force
if
is
she's
with me. I'm one with
meditating,
the
but
force.
she
The force
does.
is with me. I'm one with the force. The force is with me.
Nope. Ella's eyes remain closed, but she does nod.
Mhm.
And she says, "First things first, my apologies about yesterday. My father is rather intense man. He likes to play theatrics, make strong impressions.
I've dealt with his type before. There's no need to apologise. Says.
In any
It's
case,
not your fault he is the way he is anyway.
uh, is everything comfortable in your room? Anything particular that you would like us to provide?
Nothing that is not. Nothing that you can't give us. For security reasons, Elias says. Understandingly.
I don't know. I can give you a lot of things.
But the things we require is
Our lightsabers. He opens his eyes finally. Well, one of them.
Mm-hmm.
You see her glancing at you, and you can see a faint smile, and says, "Maybe even that, if the opportunity arises.
It would be nice to have them.
That depends on you."
It's Alana's turn to open eye and goes, "Look, come on. If we really intended to try and bust our way out of here or cause any harm, we would have done so already."
I know, and you do have my thanks for not causing any unnecessary trouble. With that, you see that she moves to the corner of the room, and she looks outside.
I just realized I
And
had the perfect opportunity to have done unlimited power on her while we were playing chess.
Oh
and
god.
with her back turned as she looks outside, she says, "From what I understand, the Jedi are supposed to serve a greater purpose, correct?"
In theory, yes. Although that greater purpose can take many forms, depending on where you are at the time.
Would you mind telling me what that purpose is?
To serve and protect the people of the galaxy, no matter what form of like or life they are. Many Jedi have forgotten that over the past few years, and I can understand why so many people despise us. But our goals are to protect who and what we can, serving no government, only the people of the galaxy.
Hmm. I don't know. In order to protect something, first it must be perceived as something worthy of protection. Who's making that decision? Your order? Well, is there a conclave? A Grand Master that makes that decision? Because from what I know, that decision was made by the Republic during the Clone Wars, and well,
The mistake was made.
we all know how this ended up.
That mistake was made thousands of years before the event. To be fair, when governments see the Jedi as a threat, they will try and contain them. If they can't contain, people are likely to attack what they can't contain. Sometimes You have to trust your instincts in order to know right from wrong. There are no rule sets.
Interesting perspective. So, according to you, what do you want to protect? You see that she's looking at you intently.
Elena specifically, or both of us?
First, she's focused on you. That you gave the answer.
I lost faith in governments long ago. All I want to protect are those who have earned the right to call me friend, and those who can't protect themselves. No matter who the aggressor.
Well, I don't envy you. You have your work cut out for you. And it's a lot.
The Jedi life is never easy. All you have to accept is that you can't save everyone. We just do what we can, and that can be enough.
What about you, Joanne? Do you share the same notion?
To protect my family, blood and otherwise.
She nods and says, Interesting. Very well, I won't take up any more of your time. That would be all for now. Thanks for your time. I don't know when we will have an opportunity to talk again or dine again, I suppose, but we'll see. And I would appreciate if you keep the same low profile that you've kept up until now. There is no reason to escalate things.
Just a warning then.
Yeah.
Your father has dangerous items in his possession.
You see that she nods. You can roll a perception check on that.
I actually don't have my character sheet open for once. I'm going to force point that.
I'll roll as well.
From a certain point of view, 22.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
That was a reference back to
Yeah, I
Cloud's
know, I
joke.
know.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Tyrant roll. I'm not gonna waste the force point there.
Makes sense.
You can't really tell what she's thinking, or she doesn't give any telltale cues.
Yeah, he literally just told her to so that she can make of the warning what she wish,
Yeah,
but
that pretty much. He gives a nod and says, "Good night to everyone," and then she exits. And this time, the protective field does not actually reactivate, so you're free to go. Oh, actually, no. It does, yeah. So, 2 more days pass without any incidents. It's a bit boring,
It's the common.
especially for Brindor since he's alone. But well, you can actually ask for something if
Boring's fine for her. It's the most. It's the
if you
most
want.
calm she's ever experienced in a weird way.
Since meeting two crazy people, yeah.
In fact, no. It's been
Actually,
ever.
since you are both there, wisdom, yes. Make a wisdom roll, both of you, Elena and Jawain.
Okay.
hopefully this is my role. Hopefully.
Nice!
Oh,
Ooh.
Hells to the yizzle for Elena.
They're very close.
That's a statement.
Yeah.
Hells to the Yizzle. That's a new one.
That's like
What does it mean? So-
that's like Wayne is like, yes, I'm having my moment. Elena saying no.
Hold my beer.
No, not even hold my
No,
beer. It's
no.
just no.
No. Hold my Juma
Hold
juice.
my
Hold my
empty glass.
force.
I already
No,
I already
no,
drank all the
No.
beer.
Hold my blue milk.
Oh no.
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 I'm staying away from anything dyed the color blue. Thank you. That does not
Nah,
sound
Elena's not
appetizing.
Elena's not a blue milk drinker. She'd be like, hold my Juma juice.
So, both of you, as you spend the next 2 days there, meditating, looking around, from the view that you have, you both get a feeling of familiarity. An uneasy feeling of familiarity, though. You know for a fact that you've never been in this place before. I mean, duh. And yet, you feel like this is not the first time that you've seen it.
Oh.
Elena has a telling look to Joanne.
This is our visions, isn't it?
Very possibly. The sandstorm at the very least seems eerily familiar. She doesn't say this verbally.
Well,
She doesn't say at the
Go
end of
on.
that. She doesn't finish her sentence verbally because she doesn't want to pick it up on the microphone in case it's on. She will say you do hear her voice in your head mentally, Joanne, and she says, "I hope Luke gets here soon."
So what I'm going to say, what Elena and Jawain don't know is that the guy he's in the visions they saw, it's a future wish that is like, if I'm not getting any hot woman, no one will.
So,
Yeah.
after the 2 days pass, third day comes. You see that there is you can't hear it exactly, but you can almost feel it. You see that dome is under heavy strain. You don't know from what exactly, but you can make some educated guesses.
There's a hole
It
being
could
dug.
be a particular. Yes, it is. It is Wedge. This place cannot contain him any longer.
He has broken his mortal bounds and is beginning to subsume the universe into his essence.
His vertebrae cannot be
All
contained
will become one with Wedge.
in his whole.
I knew he was an eldritch horror in disguise.
What do you mean in disguise? I'm pretty sure that was out in the open from the beginning.
All of us will be part of his holy visage.
The
No,
singularity
he's like,
is happening.
sounds like an interesting fight. So the question is, the whole world or which?
Mhm.
Decisions, decisions.
It's not just the whole world, the whole galaxy. Everything will be subsumed into Wedge.
This
I
time,
know, that's why.
Yeah, we thought Ben Swallow was bad.
we might have to.
I know, that's
I can't
that's
believe
what
we've become.
that's what Nari's freaking it.
We can't
Do
believe
I fight alongside Wedge
I
or
can't-
against him?
Unfortunately, it means we can't.
He
Even though
extends beyond the wedges of the universe.
unfortunately, it's not. Hopefully, it won't come to this, but it looks like we might have to get Ben Swallow on our side.
Who knew? Who would have thought?
Anyway, let's continue.
In any case, yes, it seems that the fourth day something weather-like is happening that is putting some strain on the dome. And the fifth day is the entirety of the horizon is engulfed in raging sandstorms.
Hey, can y'all do something about these sandstorms? They're blocking
Turn
my
them
view.
off, please. Turn off the
I can't see
sandstorms,
them.
please. We're tired of them.
Anakin,
Anakin's worst nightmare.
yes, Anakin would be. Anakin would turn into Darth Vader without
Alexa,
Palpatine in this place.
and
Oh no, we ended Alexa.
Alexa's trying to
And,
interrupt the campaign.
She
Sorry,
committed
guys.
Sudoku.
At this point, you have. At this point.
I'm gonna have to
At this point,
mute.
you have
Seriously.
spent,
Jeez. Give me a second.
Oh no. Destroy it! Shield door!
Oh god.
Wait,
Elevator
you're on mute.
music.
Oh god.
Any minute now.
Any minute.
He's just on mute. He can still hear us. And you're still narrating, GM.
Okay. That's good to hear. So, you have spent a week in this place at this point. And next day, you see that okay, the first cell would be the first room, let's say cell room, haha, is Brindors. So you see that all the protective fields on your doors are deactivated, and the Twi'lek approaches you and says, "Please, if you would follow me."
Alright.
And as you're passing from the others' rooms, the same thing happens. You pretty much see that from the now open door, you see Brindor accompanying the Tulikan maiden comes and says the same thing.
Narvu, like last time, be acting as moving guard.
Hmm. So, it takes all of you uh, with her. You go down the corridor, take a few turns, enter one turbo lift. After a few seconds, you stop, exit, take another turbo lift,
And in this turbulence,
and
Moodin and Duane talk about their cultural differences as they ride
yes.
down the elevator.
And long story short, after a few minutes of walking around in this quite large skyscraper of a building, you find yourselves in front of a very nice looking door. Uh, she opens it, and you see inside a big, a very big office. In the office, you see Renalyn sitting. You can see the Medaro, come on, the Miraluka is also there. And you see that there are two guards stationed outside. And the Twi'lek does a gesture for you to enter the office, pretty much.
Okay.
When the last of you enters, she closes the doors behind her, and you're left in the room only the five of you and the three of them.
Mears, I'm going to roll
Yes.
a knowledge tactics regarding
Mhm.
this whole place, just in case. I
Okay.
don't expect it to be ballerina, but just in case.
I mean, a perception would be more.
Oh, perception. Okay, roll
Yeah.
perception now. Give me a second. Ignore that.
Yeah. This.
Well, you we can use that. Let me a second there. Look at my modifier. My
Okay.
modifier is S7 for
A
this.
7.
So
That is
5 plus 7
12.
is 12.
Oh my
Yep.
Okay.
god!
Oh.
Hey, Elena, get back all of those force powers. Oh, wait a second. That doesn't work.
What force powers aren't spent any?
Yep. That's why we're making fun of that.
I'm sorry, guys, but I think I've wasted all of our nat 20s. So I apologize if we don't get any for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So,
Feel better.
you take a look around the room.
I don't actually take a look. At first, I concentrate on where my weapon is. Where's my lightsaber?
Okay. Uh,
And I'll just take
it's
the nat
still
20.
okay. It's still on the building, but it's further down than you felt it when you were on your room.
Gotcha.
So, you take a look around. It's everything seems to be in an orderly fashion. Everything is, you know, the books that you can see there in categories. The desk itself is pretty well organized. Elena, you can see a few things here and there. That they don't fit an office room. They seem like small decorations or how to call it exactly. I don't want to say toys exactly, but
Baubles?
things. Yes, things a kid would have, not an adult, and specifically a girl, that are placed in a few
Probably some childhood
in a few places
mementos.
around the office.
Probably some childhood mementos.
Yes.
Unless she's a child in a grown woman's body.
Somehow that's still smarter than her father, yeah. We've just entered Dexter's laboratory for some reason.
And as you're all there standing around, she does a gesture with her hand from behind the office and shows you numerous seats that are around the desk that you can sit. You can see 2 sofas.
Like last time, Larry is going to just stand behind Modin.
Okay. There are some. There are 5 very well made chairs that you can use as well. And says, please have a seat.
Ooh, options.
I'm
Ella,
having a seat.
Ella will just do what Joanne does, just as a sort of buddy cop routine. Like, even though she wants to make sure the entire crew gets out of this, her main concern is Joanne. As always.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So once you
We get the
everyone
sofa.
Okay. Okay, I accept this ruling.
so
My name's
once
Elena, and I approve this message.
Yeah. Yep, this is Jedi Knight approved.
yes, there's a comfortable sofa. I concur.
This has got the Elena just gets out her pocketbook and gives it a Jedi Knight stamp of approval.
When you all get to your seats,
I'm giving it 4 stars on
she
TripAdvisor.
says, Mhm.
I'm sorry, let's continue.
She says that in a few days we're going to have some extra guests. Some of them are too eager to meet you.
Okay, Nat doesn't react, but at that he thinks to himself, the fighting kind or the pompous idiots one that we're going to have to kill at some point. He doesn't say it out loud, but he thinks it to himself.
He should.
You see that she takes a glance at your left, next to the desk, as if she's checking something that is there, and says, we can talk privately in this place, so feel free to say whatever you want. First of all,
Again, not to himself. Right. Sure, you are trustworthy. He doesn't say it out loud. This is all
yes.
what he's thinking.
First of all, my father has no intention to let you walk out of this place.
Then we'll fly. Oh,
Anything new?
I'd say I'm fairly certain we had never had any intention of walking out.
I mean, I want to go
Actually-
out and check the desert. I'm not saying that. Let's
Hmm.
continue.
He was thinking of creative ways to get rid of you. He's a showman after all.
We're not surprised.
Thankfully for you, I talked him out from the more, how to say it, dangerous ones for you. So,
At the comment of dangers, Nara is going to ask, dangers for you? Or is the only thing that he says? He's not going to make it more clear. He's just going to ask, is it the ones that we give us a chance, basically? Is what he's implying.
says, I've arranged for you to have, let's call it a fighting chance. He found that idea more entertaining. So, this is what is going to happen, likely. According to my calculations, in 5 days from now, you are going to face, I don't know what exactly, but something deadly, I'm sure. You're going to face some challenges in a place that my father has created specifically for such occasions. You will be permitted to use your weapons, so that's something. But even if you manage to emerge victorious from the first fight, there's going to be a second, a third, and so on until you're all done for. Thing is, you're not the only one stuck in this place. I've been essentially trapped here my entire life, and I can't say I appreciate it.
So what is it you propose?
I'm working on a plan.
Is it a good plan? You're working a plan. Let's hear it.
It's a GM made plan against the GM's own plot. I think it'll be okay.
Sure.
let's go. Let's go.
So, I know this place like the palm of my hand. And, well, my father has become rather careless these days. One of his worst mistakes is putting his unquestionable faith in me. I'm perhaps the only person that he doesn't suspect of foul play against him, and that speaks volumes of the man. But even though my father has done terrible things, things that you have got some glimpses of, things that I personally know all too well, he's a child when compared with his unformationed friends. I've done my best to lay low, so these monsters are not going to get a keen interest in me, let's say. But I don't want to risk it. And your presence here and hopefully your combat skills might prove useful in providing an adequate enough distraction. Also, I've been in contact with the last member of your group. A roll perception, everyone.
We have another member.
Do we need to? I've already got a nat 20.
Yes, you don't need that one. You don't need to.
Oh, we don't
I
need to
mean,
roll. Sorry.
I mean, Elena doesn't need to roll. It's we are keeping the
Okay.
same one just
Yeah.
for the hilarity of it.
Good
Yeah, I
job
have
I've
no
got a
clue
nat
what
20,
he's trying to
Cloud,
do,
because
but
my goodness.
Oh God!
There's our first there's our usual nat 1 of the day.
Uh,
Tara, do you want to roll?
Elena, you get a momentary.
Elena can see the future. Yeah.
Yes, you get a momentary, almost.
Mm,
For a moment there, she almost does an eye roll, but she doesn't.
mhm.
Elena resists the urge to play weeaboo. Got ya.
Mhm.
Says
Hashtag
might-
me too.
he might uh, he might prove useful as well. So it will suffice to know that he's well safe, let's say, for the time being. So,
Okay.
do I have your agreement in all of this?
So the deal is, in exchange for aiding you with whatever you want to accomplish, we get to walk. Should we survive?
She wants to leave too.
Okay. I I don't trust her at all, but I'm not. I'm not sure. I'm going to roll tactics. I'm not saying this aloud to estimate not the chances, because I'm expecting a betrayal at any point once we get what we want, but the chances of this being a trap.
Okay.
Can I roll knowledge tactics for that?
You
I'm gonna
don't.
roll any
You,
side.
you don't even have to roll. It
Mm.
is certainly a possibility, but
No, I mean
you,
how high? Because I
That's anyone's guess.
Okay.
It's an insight check, which means perception. This
I don't need to
Okay.
roll again.
case.
Yeah, no, me
Uh,
either.
We'll just say Elena. I think Elena will just say
Hmm.
what everyone's thinking. Going. I hope you can understand that we don't. We may agree, but we don't. But we do have our reservations.
Now, do you want to push that one, Cloud, or not?
I'm gonna push that one. Why not? Um, ah, fair.
Okay. So, thankfully, someone rolled a 20.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Mhm.
Elena, you get. Uh, you feel that she actually means what she says, but you also feel that she's withholding crucial information.
I understand you have your reservations. So do we. But in order for this cooperation to be fruitful, we would need to know more of the plan. The more you withhold, the more wrinkles could come up.
The plan is as follows. You will enter the arena as it is supposed to happen. You will have the first fight as it's supposed to happen. I presume that you're going to survive that.
As it's supposed to happen.
Mhm.
Should you actually survive this, well, your other friend will have an entrance as well.
As it's supposed to. Wait, it's not supposed to happen.
He won't be invited in this particular occasion, of course. So, yeah. Also, she has a machine with him that could prove quite useful in that regard.
Nightmare flashbacks come to window of the giant wedge.
Elena does nod understandingly. He does specialize in turning up in places that he's not supposed to be in. She says with a smirk.
After that point, your main goal is to keep yourselves alive. As you realize, chaos is going to erupt after that. And the rest of the plan is my concern, frankly.
Okay. I'm not saying this out loud. Mears, I'm
Yes.
going to roll because this is the thing. This it doesn't sound to me like the entertainment movie just for him and whatever people he's reigning over here. It's obviously to other people. I want to roll knowledge tactics to based on what we know about him, how dangerous these individuals could be.
Wait. Before you do that, I want to ask a question that might give us that answer.
Okay, go for that.
You say that these guests are looking forward to meeting us, which means they know
Yes.
that we specifically are here?
Yes.
Do they have any particular inclination toward any of us? Or would they?
Two of you specifically. Actually,
Okay.
maybe even three.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
It's
I have
small,
my
so-
answer. I have my answer.
And I guess it's going to be the person I've suspected for a while being involved in this.
I'm going to roll tactics because I don't have I have a. This is the thing. Knowing that she is probably referring to those two and Moodin, probably, or Moodin or Raindor are the ones that I'm thinking. Based on that, I want to gauge just how viable this plan sounds from what we know. Is it possible to roll tactics for that? From what we hear?
To gauge the potential of the plan, you mean?
Say, yeah. So you know, these individuals being there that probably are very dangerous, having in mind that they are they're interested in both Elena, Jawain, and Brindor or Mudin.
Okay.
Actually, I'm thinking you're the other one, Max.
No, I wasn't there at the time. If
Oh yeah, that's right.
if I'm thinking if you and I are thinking who we think it is, it'll definitely be Elena and Joanne, and the only other person it could be is Moodin. In my
Yeah,
estimation.
I know, but again, Nar doesn't know. I'm also thinking that, but Nar is thinking for the two cases of either Brindor or
I
Mudin.
know.
That's
In
why I'm
character, you
asking
wouldn't know. I think in
if it is
character,
possible to roll that
I
or
think
not.
in character, the only two who would be absolutely certain would be Elena and Joanne.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Is it possible to roll for that? The tactics, the viability of the plan according to what she told us, with these possible dangers elements.
Yes.
Okay, I'm rolling. I'm forcing the point in this.
You are forcing it.
Yes. He's
Yes.
using the force, the
He
force,
he
the
said it right.
force. He's subjugating the force to his will.
Look, I'm having look, I'm having one of those off days where you just can't speak.
So white text appears above your head saying Elena disapproves.
So,
Mhm.
you realize that it's very difficult to make a safe assessment since the only thing you know about the plan is your part. She hasn't
Okay.
told you what she plans to do, and you know, because she said so, that you are going to serve as a
Entertainment.
distraction
Hmm.
for her plan specifically. That means that you are 100%
Mm.
expendable.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we reach basically with Nara at
But at
least.
the same time, you realize that this might be
Mm.
a potential way out.
Mm.
Pretty much, if you are capable of surviving whatever is to come, congratulations.
Yeah. Okay. This is what Nara's going to say. Because he's going to say something at this point.
Okay.
I'm not saying no, lady, but I need to know. You probably keep the details for yourself for various reasons, which I can imagine. So just tell me straight up, how many variables that could be considered luck do you have in it on your side?
If I got that right,
Mhm.
uh,
Basically, what Naris is saying, how many elements of what you're planning are basically, if this screws up, everything goes to the shit. Basically, is
okay,
what I'm
okay,
saying.
okay, okay.
Asking.
hmm
Mhm.
It says, I won't lie, I am taking some calculated risks here. But I've preparing for this before you arrived.
Nara, that reiterates. Yeah, any plan requires calculated risk, especially when it meets reality. I'm asking you how much luck dependent this is.
I wouldn't say it's luck dependent. Well, not
I
very
would say
much.
it is force dependent because, as we all know, there's no such thing as luck.
It's more a question if you put your faith in the right people or not.
Right, so Nara doesn't say that up. So there's quite a bit of luck on this. Joy, but still not many choices. He doesn't say that, but he thinks that to himself. After that, you hear Nara's side answer. Well, at least finally something interesting is going to happen.
You say that out loud?
Yeah, he says that out loud. He actually says that out loud because he, at this point, he knows that the acting against her probably is worthless because she has studied in quite a bit. If she has decided to use us as the bait, so she wouldn't be making this kind of move without any kind of calculated risk. So yeah, Nair's not acting anymore, trying to keep the professional look of when he acts as a bodyguard right now.
Okay. Uh, of course, I understand it's a lot to ask someone you've met last week, literally. Uh,
We've done this kind of thing before.
so, you say that?
Ella does say
We've
that,
done this
yes.
kind of.
Ella does say that before.
Mhm.
Does say that, yes.
You see that she chuckles a bit
Mhm.
and she says, "Hmm. Okay, here's a freebie for you then, in case you actually survive all this. Minister Nafalantur is hell-bent in destroying your order.
Told you, Tyron. I freaking told you.
Okay.
And that's a shock how out of character I'm saying this.
It's just Tyron and I was talking in the background.
It's not a shock.
I know, I'm just
It's not a
saying,
shock. Tyron just didn't think he'd come, and I thought, you know what? I know he's not dangerous, but he would be helping
Yeah.
and making sure we're destroyed. And like, he would be here if an opportunity like this came up, and I was freaking right.
Sorry, who?
The administrator
I
idiot.
haven't met.
Administrator idiot.
The guy that
The
was
guy from
behind the death of Kaleran.
Okay, the New Republic
It
idiot.
just
Okay, got
confirms
it.
my suspicion that our enemy has at least had ties as far back as Kaleran's murder, if not before then.
His reasoning, although this is from whatever I could find about the man myself, I've never met him in person,
I have.
of course.
Ella says, just nods and says, I have. And just to try and ease her mind a bit, she says, he's as insufferable as you think he is.
I can imagine quite a lot. Actually, I had deals with many people, mostly in the corporate sector, business, you know. Suffice to say that I'm a little bit disappointed from the challenge most of them have to offer. In any case, his reasoning is rooted in his background mostly, I think. He seems to be in the he thinks that people like you are the main problem in the galaxy in general. Terrible things happened in his family because of the Empire, and well, the one that commanded the Empire was force sensitive.
And crazy.
His main henchman was a force sensitive. The Jedi that completely failed to stop any of this. If anything, it seems that they were actually a useful tool, somewhat, in all of that. Didn't do what they were supposed to do. And when she says that she's looking at ULN and Jawain, they utterly failed to protect people.
You'll get no
So,
arguments from me on that.
Nor me.
and the Force is a mysterious thing for everyone that doesn't have it. I was, I don't know how to call it, if it is fortunate or unfortunate that I was practically raised with people that have it. And you see that she gives a small nod to Madara. I'd say that I was used to it from a very young age. So it doesn't bother me like other people would. But I do understand that if someone finds something strange and they cannot understand it, well, you know how these things go.
Elena
Are you
says,
sure it? I'm sorry. I have to ask this. Are you sure it only just doesn't bother you? Or is there a particular reason why you're trying to stay under this guy's radar?
If you're asking if I have the force, no, I do not.
Okay.
Now, finally, after saying that, what about those people around here that we
And
saw
before
working
you
with the
finish
first?
that, before you finish that,
Mhm.
before you actually say that,
Mhm.
she quickly adds, "Not for lack of trying, though."
Hmm. Again, now ask. Then what about those people from around here, those subjects that apparently can use the force? Are they related to those nice people that were left there broken in one of those situations we found? He doesn't have any emotion, you know. He just says sarcastically, "Nice people that we found," and mentally broken. Yeah, he at the end.
Well, we've been conducting numerous experiments for quite a while now. Cloning technology has been developing rapidly. First from oh come on, the Kaminoans, and afterwards in much less known facilities.
I would have assumed the destruction of the Camino laboratories would have been a setback in cloning research.
Yes, but then again, the Empire doesn't like third parties having anything. They want everything for themselves.
Elena nods and then
So
reiterates a quote Elijah said to Renelin on a previous meeting. Some people do fear what they can't control after all.
exactly. And for the life of me, I cannot fathom how someone is so dense that they think they can control all variables. It's impossible. Then again, there are many things that I cannot fathom about most people that I meet. But I digress.
Don't worry. If Cloud is an unfathomable thing.
Cloud is an entity that no one can understand.
Exactly.
Cloud is the Cloud District itself. It's an abstract.
No one can fathom why he can't, how he can't not accept a quest.
Mhm. Also, Mr. Moodin, the technology that you're interested in, does actually exist. I'm not the one that can provide it to you, though.
And who has who has the technology?
You seem to have good intentions. Hmm. You know what? I've risked a lot up to this point, so why not take another risk? The New Republic is in grave danger. There are forces that have already infiltrated, and they are betting in a peaceful transition, let's call it. It's the preferred method. If that fails, though, we go to the next stage of politics, which is always war. I don't know what military assets the New Republic has, and I don't know what the opposition has as well. But from what I know and from what I've seen from time to time, things won't go well. Hopefully, the New Republic is not the only player in this. So, I cannot tell with certainty what's going to happen. But if Anturi had his way and the Jedi Order was destroyed, that faction would be overjoyed that very dangerous people for them would be out of the picture. Should things come to war after all. So, Anturi is supported by certain circles. Also, the experiments that we have been conducting here regarding force sensitive people and whatnot, they were commissioned.
Mm.
And, well, let's say that specific opposing faction to your republic, they don't like rogue force users. They want only those that are loyal to them. Everyone else has to go.
Okay, out of
Now,
character
if
because
someone
Mhm.
Mhm.
because
If someone
Nar is
had
not.
okay, go on, go on.
I was wait. I was going to say I was going to say something. Since you waited for me. Okay. I was going to say. Um. I cannot talk because Nar, but if I was either you, Eleanor way, I will have a. I will ask her if there is a chance to get any more clues regarding those people after everything is done here, not now, because now makes no sense. You don't know if you're going to live or not. Just
That's a good
saying.
point. That's a good point.
That is a good point.
That's what I wanted to suggest to both of them.
I
Mm.
didn't exactly understood what you're
So
suggesting.
you say that as Nar, actually.
No, I'm not saying that as an R.
Oh, okay.
I said Nar wouldn't be interested.
He's trying to influence, and here's the deal. Like, I was already
Mm.
leaning in the direction of trying to get clarification on, okay,
Mm.
who?
Yeah, what basically what was saying directly to Quarantarian is, if I was in your shoes and managing your characters, I would try to see if I can convince her to, if everything is a success, to get more info on those people that are experimented with Jedi and don't like the rogue elements, because sounds like a big part of what's coming.
I think both of us would be leaning towards that
It's
anyway.
as
But
myself,
at the
not
same
as the
time, both of us
character.
also have a very good idea, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think you do, but the more clear the picture is, the more obvious the clues are, the
Hmm.
better.
Plus,
And
That's
she
all I'm
finishes
saying.
with, and she finishes
Mhm.
what she was previously saying by,
Mhm.
and if there was a way to actually control
Mhm.
people with that are capable of using the force, especially if you can make them on demand, even, which is very difficult,
Mhm.
if not impossible
Elena
almost.
subconsciously, without she doesn't say anything, obviously, but in character, she subconsciously, I'm gonna go into deep Star Wars lore, which we don't care. It's canon in our books. And then Elena subconsciously remembers the conversation that she had with Leia about a specific Jedi who got cloned from Darth Vader's secret apprentice.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh, that is deep. That's
That is
deep into Star Wars lore.
Yep.
uh,
Such an obscure character, that one.
Yep.
super. Totally.
In any case, says you do understand that this would be quite useful.
Indeed.
For our enemies, assuming they could actually make it work, yeah.
Yes, and as you have seen a few days earlier, we did have some minor successes in that. Well, hopefully nothing major. They can use some basic abilities, but nothing that comes close to an actually trained and capable force user.
If you want them to be capable, you have to release them from control. They have to be able to think.
But you just said you would be surprised how many people see it as a bad thing. And not only in your enemy's ranks.
Oh, I'm aware. There is, as you told us, there's a long road ahead of repairing the primary perception on Jedi.
First of all, I would suggest you find a way to remove Minister Nafalonturi from his position, if not entirely.
Oh,
That's been
that
some...
may be simple. We just need a holo recording of when he cuts here.
Inwardly, Elena's thinking, this is the sort of thing I've been working on with Leia for years for. This is the evidence I will need to be able to do this. So, out of
And he's
character...
handing it to you on a silver platter.
Yep! This is out of character, Maris, but after this conversation, obviously Elena will be like, status report, Luke, blah, 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 blah. Also, tell Leia I may finally have the evidence we need to take down the minister. So basically, what Elena's saying would be saying to Luke after this is over is like, everything I've just told you now, tell this to Leia. Continue.
Other than my word that I'm honored that you take as true, you will need substantial evidence. Concrete evidence.
And Elena just says to herself, but also out loud, she can hear, evidence that your father may have on his person or in his data files.
Oh, he most certainly has amazing things in his databases. Hopefully I know someone that has access. Also, one more thing. If you are wondering how we found so much information about you so quickly, it's because we have access to the New Republic chain code database.
That would be kind of obvious, Elena says, with a smile.
But also extremely condemning.
Not just shrugs. What's new, or like you expect me to be surprised or something like that?
I mean, out of character, I feel like that's not a minor reveal. Like,
Yeah, maybe for others it's not minor, but again, for now
like we
it's like,
suspect they have
what
data,
is
but I
our
think the actual
sure.
info of like they've got like that in depth of it.
I would probably say for people like Elena.
Oh no!
I could just be speaking like in universe terms.
In universe, for people like Elena and Dwayne, would be like, oh yeah, no shit. But for quite a few others, and for the audience,
yeah,
what the fuck?
I mean, if we go from my point of view in general, in terms of the universe, yeah, it's big deal.
Mm-hmm.
For me as a person, I also, even from a real life perspective, don't see it as such a big surprise because, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens to a few countries, stuff like that around the world in our real world. So it's like,
there is a thing called China.
Not that big of a deal for me.
There is a thing called China.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why don't say it like a big deal in general. But I get it. Story was where you're going. The fact is also that I'm playing Nar, a guy that is like, Yeah, no, I don't care about that. Yeah, no, it doesn't surprise me of corruption stuff like that.
This is
It
the
just
moment.
means that if I stick with
Okay.
these guys, I may be able to beat not only people of the Republic, but also of whoever this other war if it ends up happening.
This is when
So
Red Alert
more
tells.
killing, more fighting experience for
This
me.
is when Red Alert reveals that my father works for the People's Republic of China. What?
One last thing for you, my accomplices, she says
Mhm.
with a smile. Um, if one of our specific guests decides to actually partake in whatever entertainment is going to take place in a few days,
Mhm.
you're going to have problems. I don't know how good you are with your martial prowess, but uh, let's say that even Madaro is thoroughly impressed.
Okay. Again, Nar doesn't trust her that much. He does trust. He was relaxed to, let a bit of himself open. Not what I'm going to say to himself. He's thinking, with the luck that these two are having, it's probably going to end up happening. Yes, strong opponent to fight. Yes. He doesn't say it. He doesn't say it. He doesn't express it with his face. But in his mind, it's like there is a rave party. Of, yeah.
Um,
I know you've been cooped up in that room for a week.
roll a charisma check, Elena, Jawayne, and Muddin.
Charisma. Okay.
What?
Charisma check? Oh no.
Charisma check.
There's
Oh
a
no.
charisma check.
Oh no.
A semi decent. Can I force point on that?
That's my first bad roll. That is literally my first bad roll of the day. And
If you
it's
want,
11.
I mean,
Mhm. I would
Okay.
there is no
recommend.
point. There is no point in force
Okay.
pointing this,
Okay.
to be honest. So don't
Okay.
even try.
That's my
I
first
mean,
bad roll of the
a
day.
question:
It's
is
mediocre.
there anything else which we're going to be able to roll? Because the more information, even if it doesn't seem useful, the better. That's why I'm asking.
Could Elena, Joanne, and I
Muddin,
use the force check after we've done this result?
Muddin, you hear in your mind Medaro saying,
Medaro thinks. Got it.
yes,
Do you accept the quest?
Noted.
do you accept the quest, Cloud?
He
We
rocks
think
it.
about it.
He can pray.
How did you know my secret identity? I must think about it.
No. How did you break the fourth wall? I must think about it.
But I'll just keep see.
You hear him say, or you hear him say, this one has been feeding on our kind for a long time.
What? He likes nobles?
I mean, it's a fair question for Mudin.
He likes the
I'm not
noble.
Yes,
asking for.
Cloud, he likes nobles. That's what you get from it.
He likes to partake in he likes to partake in the noble cuisine.
He likes the taste of things colored blue.
Oh
Milk,
my god.
blood, etc.
Blood?
Blue bloods, nobles.
Yes, nobles.
Yeah, blue blood. Makes sense.
Policeman.
In any case,
It is a noble enterprise.
After all that, she says, "So that would be all from me. If you have any questions, now is your chance to ask them."
Do we get any extra packets if we win? Don't answer. I'm curious about. Okay, so out of character, if I understand that it's we fight on the arena, we lose. I mean, we win, and then we escape. What was the plan to escape? Or that she will help us. So she basically hasn't said the plan, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
The
She
only
said
thing,
from a certain point was her job to worry about.
yes,
Got it. I have a
We
few
she
just need to
only
questions.
told
survive.
you. Yes,
We just need to survive.
She only told you what your part is, and nothing more.
Yeah,
She
I
literally
have.
said, "Win round 1 and then survive."
Yeah. I have a few questions. Mostly the questions revolve um, about the artifacts you have on the place. Um, come on.
Yes, on the museum,
Yeah,
let's call it.
the museum.
Yes, in
Um,
the trophy building
yeah.
slash. Yeah.
Uh, as I said, I'm interested in some artifacts, and is there any chance we can grab them,
Maybe
or maybe not? What does
it means maybe.
it mean? Maybe.
You can roll a perception
It means I
if
haven't
you want
decided yet. The
to.
GM has not decided if it's a
Uh,
yeah or no.
no, it depends on circumstances. That's what it means, and I'm not rolling a perception for that. To be honest.
Roll
Uh,
a perception for the creepy old man who walks up to Renan and goes, "What is your favorite color?"
okay,
Watch out.
and
If you give the wrong answer, you fall from a bridge.
Yeah, but you also must know what the capital of Assyria and the unburdened flight of an African or a European laden swallow is.
So, what are you asking, Nudin?
I was asking like about the artifacts. Basically, will
Oh,
there be any chance to retrieve artifacts, the artifacts from here? Like that I'm interested.
Also,
yes.
the holocrons for the Jedi,
See,
pretty much.
yeah, that's
I'm
the.
I'm not assuming right now anything, but out
Yeah.
in character, at least out of character, yes. Um,
Her answer is a very um a very mundane maybe.
yeah, we got that. Let's proceed.
Yeah, let's
That's it.
proceed. You said you
Any
wanted
other
to.
questions?
You said you wanted to leave this place. Do you have any plans on what specifically where specifically that may be, or what may be?
I do have my plans, yes. Doesn't depend solely on me though.
Meaning,
Um, she raises her eyebrow and says, "As I said, everything else after this, after the point we've already discussed, is my problem. I'm not expecting you to take any further risks for me.
Too late. We're already intrigued.
She's already
That's just
realised.
kind of how we roll.
She's already realised that Joanne is far more blunt than Elena in terms of asking questions.
She smiles a bit and says, well, if you're that eager to help me getting out of here, we might work out something more detailed down the road.
But first, we need to get through the first stage of the plan, Elena says, nodding.
Exactly. So, any more questions?
I looked at the couch.
Nerd doesn't
Max
change
time
his
is done.
Nerd doesn't change his face, but again, in his mind, a rape party.
What? What?
There is a question that you were talking about that you haven't actually asked.
Who?
Yeah, the
So-
one. No, I didn't ask. I proposed it for the Jedi's to
I know,
ask
I know, I
about
know.
the character.
And Nadar already answered that through Moodin.
Right.
So that question's already been organised. Besides, even if Elena and Joanne haven't asked that question, they already have a strong suspicion at the true answer already.
Well-
Something Joanne has been anticipating / dreading ever since it was alluded to.
Which is exactly why Elena's going to be really concerned and frantic when she's trying to convey this to Luke. Because the entity they've been hunting is after her already, specifically. They need to move.
So, with all that being said, you have 4, maybe 5 days to prepare for what is to come.
At the end of this night, Elena's going to tell Luke, just telling him, we have a 5-day timetable for this.
Live reporting from.
This is Elena wearing a yellow jumpsuit pretending to be April O'Neil.
Whatever you do, if you do anything, do not get here early.
Come here as a wizard. Never late, but precisely when you mean to.
So, she stands up and says, I think that concludes our conversation.
You know, I
I
had a
can
strong
try
feeling about you from the start. Glad I wasn't wrong.
I'm actually curious to hear what exactly you were thinking.
Elena just pipes up and says, that whatever it may be, my students' instincts are hardly ever wrong.
You didn't strike me as someone who belonged here.
That is most certainly true. Okay. I will return you to your rooms. And I'm looking forward to our cooperation.
Likewise. And he bows, actually, to her.
Elena gives actually a polite Jedi-centric nod.
She nods back at you all and she says, actually, there is one more thing that you might find interesting. They find the Sith culture quite intriguing. Hence, interest in Sith artifacts, Sith holocrons, stuff like that.
Well, that makes him even more dangerous.
No. Yes. Dangerous is one word to use. And with a gesture, the Twi'lek goes and opens the door.
I would
And,
like Nadar to roll a charisma check.
Medara to roll a charisma check.
Yes.
Why?
Just charisma.
Yeah. Tell me what he gets.
Okay.
He doesn't find you attractive.
No, that's not what I'm going for, Cloud.
You sure?
It's a 16.
Nadar hears Elena's voice in his head going, let us hope that it doesn't come to what you fear.
You hear a response saying,
What the fuck are you talking about?
you have weird friends. Make of that what you will.
Oh,
She doesn't
I am
respond.
so happy I said what I said.
She doesn't respond.
Yes.
But Elena does do a small smile at Madar as she leaves, showing him that she acknowledged what she acknowledges his response.
Oh, I'm so happy that I portrayed what I did in our mind. I was hoping for something with that Jedi coming up, and I'm so happy. Yes.
You know what, Max? That was half of the reason why I asked Mr. Roll a charisma check, to see if that response would happen.
So, you return to your rooms.
As soon as the coast is clear and no one is in the vicinity, especially Madar, who could warn Renlin of this, or anything, immediately Elena is using her Jedi Master thing to get Nat 20 and contacting Luke and saying everything I just said, including the fact of our enemy is heading my way. We need to act.
Okay. I only have one thing to say, and it's that now when they get back to the room, basically when they enter stuff like that, he whispered to Murin, "Okay, tell me a bit about your fighting style, so I have an idea of what to expect when we get to in combat."
Fighting
I tell you
style.
about that. How you handle
Dude,
yourself in battle? If he's still confused, if he actually says that confused.
so I'm the master and you're the apprentice. No.
Again, what Nari is trying to do is make sure that both of them are in sync, because he doesn't know all the rest, but at least he has Moon here. He doesn't know anything. So the idea
Uh,
that
uh,
Nari is trying to do is give himself an idea of how to handle himself in battle with Moon here.
I don't know,
Give,
but I
give
don't know
me a
what
moment
happened, but I
because I
think
need to kill Maurice.
Riss has been killed. Riss has been killed. The
give
campaign's
me one-
successful. We win. Complete
Perfect.
The
mission.
secret purpose of all
Success.
role-playing campaigns: kill the game
Kill the
runner.
GM. Yep.
Complete mission success.
I'm dead.
Yes. We can do whatever the hell we want. No, we can break the rules of this world and win.
Hey, Dwayne, what do you say we both become Jedi Masters? Now.
So,
I'm not really interested in actually becoming a master, but
I killed Maurice. Now that I killed Maurice successfully, so I,
by right of
I'm
succession, does that mean that Cloud becomes a
Cloud becomes a
so
Padawan.
I'm gonna say to Nar, do
Yeah.
you see? And I point out to a small detail that is hard to see, I guess, outside
Yeah.
of the window. Do you see that?
Now looks at it and say, responds, yeah.
You monster.
Y- Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, Actually, no. Like I don't know how to put that. Um. Well, I'm there to point out details to make sure that you know. Um.
He has a
Um.
keen eye.
I have a keen eye to make sure that your back is covered.
No,
He has eyes.
yeah, no, basically get from that he's more of a
I am the eyes in
email
the back of your
strategist,
head?
email, email strategist. So he says, got it, perfect. I usually when I get into battle, I don't have the time for that kind of stuff. So good to know. If it's kind of obvious, my stuff focus more on. He's saying all of this whispering now, and striking in certain places to weaken the enemy, not to begin to force it down.
Hmm.
Actually, Mudin, you're the only one that has trained
Perception.
medical skills.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. And also, I will say to him that
Mhm.
I know how to patch up people in case they need patching up.
Yeah.
That way.
But all
To the last one, I will say he has a bit of training on that, so
Yeah.
if he needs help,
Because,
he will support him.
do you have training on that out of curiosity?
Yeah, I traditions I have trained. Unless I forgot to put it, and change it for
Let
some
me
reason.
see.
I think. Give me
No,
a
you have
second.
training. I just haven't checked your sheet. No
Yeah,
other
yeah,
no other reason. Okay. Still,
Mudin.
yeah. You're
you
better.
you no no. Oh, I'm way better.
Yeah.
I thought you had a higher number, but I have
No, no,
higher
no.
number, and since I have everything from medic, it's insane how much I have. Anyway,
Yeah.
but that means you can heal me in case things go south. Anyway,
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean I can heal
Base.
myself, but like in case I fall, people can come back because you. Anyway,
Yeah.
Mudin,
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Maze, what
That's
you were saying?
that's what I'm saying.
I want you to roll a d20. Just a d20.
$15.
Okay. Okay. Uh
Hmm.
Now a knowledge check life sciences.
Why not before?
Hmm.
So I don't roll my 15.
No, the 15 is for it.
Yes, I roll a 6. Are you happy?
I don't know. Are you happy with what you
Cloud's
got?
never happy.
Since we are
I was gonna roll a
sleeping,
Fjord Force point.
since we are sleeping, yes, I'm not happy. 28. Are you happy?
Okay. So, after
you happy?
this,
No. Are you happy? No. Deal.
this day is getting at its end. You have a talk with. You had the talk with Nar, and as you are preparing yourself to get some sleep, you can't help but think on what transpired this day. And there's a particular thing that piques your interest.
Okay.
And that
And
is.
with your medical knowledge and with everything else that is happening here,
Mm-hmm.
actually, let me write down for you.
You suddenly recognize that the good lady is dying.
You realise the Twi'lek is not a Twi'lek at all.
Also, Dwayne does tell Elena, see, the blonde approach does still work.
Elena just doesn't respond to that. Is it? But she does give you demeanor. She never questioned it. But she does still have some inner conflict raging within her.
Okay, cool, Maurice.
Mm-hmm. You picked up a few signs.
Mm.
You pick up a couple signs. The road traffic is now chaotic as they no longer know which way they're supposed to
Yep.
go.
The speed
Exactly.
limit has been revoked.
No one knows what the exit's for anymore. There's a pileup 3 miles long.
Men and women can no longer find their toilet facilities.
Who's supposed to yield at the traffic? Who's supposed to yield for which traffic? There we go.
Like I said, there's a pileup 3 miles long. Everyone decided it was the other person's responsibility to yield.
Within 2 minutes, there's a news anchor helicopter circling where you are. Jimmy Firecracker reporting.
But nowhere near with. Actually, let me write down the last thing.
I totally did not plan this. Signed, Maris. P.S. Lol.
This happened because you rolled a 15. I literally had 19 other options for you to experience.
But you chose this one. You poor fool.
Okay.
I like the answer to that, Cloud.
I mean, I was saying that answer from like the beginning, so I don't know what you mean.
All of a sudden, if you look outside your window, a giant cross is raised, and Eric Idle just hangs from
Yeah.
it and starts singing "Always Look on the Bright Side of
The
Life."
answer is I accept the quest. Let's continue.
So that, if you want to talk about it with the blood cultist that you're sharing your room with,
What my realization that you just gave me?
yes.
I
I
mean, he
mean,
could-
I'm not expecting Moodin to do that, to be honest.
I mean,
but
the other option is.
No, I
He
mean,
could,
I know everything.
I mean, his other option could be force
I
transmitted.
mean,
He could force transmit it to one of the Jedi if he
is
preferred.
there a reason to do it? Does it matter? Is the
This
thing.
post-stream talk is going to be insanely fun. I can already tell.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does it matter? That's the thing.
Nothing really
Anyway,
matters.
not
like,
really doesn't matter.
yeah,
As
that's
in,
the thing.
Look,
And
nothing,
it's
it
also a
doesn't
guess.
change anything. It's just extra.
Yeah, it's also a guess.
In-
So let's just go to sleep.
nothing really matters. Anyone can see.
I mean, Nard wouldn't care about it, to be honest, and the other people that may care about it they
Mhm.
wouldn't really care about it, I guess. And if we ever be able to successfully live and
Mhm.
anyway, the
In
point
terms,
is if we are out of here, we can discuss it, I guess.
yeah, I was
Mhm.
about to say if you try to force call Eleanor or Terrain, Eleanor's side will turn up as user
I
engaged.
cannot force call, dude. I mean, I think I could
Cannot
send
force call.
emotions, but
It's
like,
basically
yeah,
transmitting force. That's what I mean. Transmitting
yeah,
force.
I can send emotions, but like like that, I can basically send some emotions. I think.
That's technically what. That's all I'm
Actually,
doing.
how we did it last time.
That's all I'm doing with
How
Luke.
we
Just
did it
sending
last time.
thoughts. That is literally just. It's the same thing Eleanor's doing with Luke.
Yeah,
Just transmitting thoughts.
but you have training. I'm just doing it
You don't really need
because I
training
know.
to do
Anyway,
that.
but
You don't really need training to do that. I just don't have to roll. That's the only thing.
no,
Mudin doesn't know that he has this capability.
no, I'm sure we sent thoughts on that, but like we haven't had a, did we had any mind talk actually?
We did. You
Now
told
that I'm
Eleanor
thinking
about
about it.
the force slaves.
The first what?
You talked to Eleanor about the force slaves last time.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I sent you a message. Yes, okay, whatever. So
And I
I get.
responded.
I guess we have sent.
And I
I'm
responded.
doing the send message. Yes, okay, but you didn't respond. You said okay.
Eleanor would be engaged. Dwayne can
Yeah.
respond now if he wants to.
Do you do anything?
Anyway, no, well, I'm not
Do
doing
you...
anything because it doesn't
Okay,
matter, as I said. But
okay,
I'm
okay.
trying to. I'm trying to think actually how far I can go.
Eleanor's busy force
Anyway,
transmitting to Luke
in
at
my
this point.
character.
So
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'll
So,
be right back quickly.
Okay.
So go on.
mysterious. Oh, what the fuck? No, this was not supposed
mysterious.
to
What the
happen.
fuck?
And delete it. Yes.
Mysterious stranger! Oh no, we
Be
are
right back.
screwed.
Mhm.
I created a mysterious note without actually wanting to do that. So I was like, wait, what?
Just type
Mhm.
Fighting
Jedi
weapon in disguise on Taurus.
Duncan.
Mhm.
We really are screwed.
Yep.
Oh no!
Uh,
Eleanor gets visited by her first force ghost, and it's just some guy who calls himself Jedi Duncan.
uh, in
I'm here
these
to warn you,
days,
you're fucked.
in these days
That's
that
it,
you're
he
waiting,
leaves.
you hear at some point you get a visit from one of yes, you get a visit by the Twi'lek that she informs you pretty much that your presence will be requested uh, in 8 days from now. You
Mhm.
immediately realize that there has been a delay. You don't know
Now,
why.
now in his mind, with the delay, it's like changes are happening. Yes, chances that we're fighting that guy.
Eleanor
He doesn't
immediately.
say that. He doesn't say it aloud, but that's what he thinks.
Eleanor informs Luke that we have had a bereavement. We have a extra 3 days to put a plan in action.
If things go well for you, especially you, Cord, actually everyone here is going to get a very good laugh.
Okay.
But why
If
specifically
everything
me?
goes well.
Especially me,
Mhm.
though.
Well, everything
apparently.
better go well within the next 50 minutes.
Apparently, especially
Mhm.
me. So I'm looking forward to this.
Well, so,
Speaking of BRB.
okay.
Mhm.
Uh, a few days pass, and you're one day before you actually
I'm
go
back.
where your presence is requested, and you know what this is now.
Yeah.
So, anything you want to do as a preparation in the last minute?
Um.
No, he's just going to do some stretch to make sure that he's
Oh yeah.
physically ready.
Let's one extra question that I forgot to ask here.
Mhm.
Let's say,
Okay.
can we? And it's more of a mechanical question, to be honest, so it doesn't matter. Can we have extra first aid kits if we need to?
Who knows?
Because right now I have one to heal the whole party once, basically.
I have
Okay.
one, but I have an extra one, but I don't think that'll.
I
Okay,
have
okay.
not
I
had
mean,
money to buy that kind of stuff.
like
I have not
on
been
me,
able to
I
buy it.
carry only like enough to heal the whole party once because you can heal the party more than once each day,
Mm.
basically. So that's
Mm.
what I'm asking. Can we have more med pack?
Okay,
Can she find us more med pack?
you request for additional pylons. I mean medpacks.
Yes, exactly. I want more
But
pylons.
the only question is, do we
Afterwards,
have to
we can start
construct them?
building.
Do we have to construct?
Okay, so you
Let's
don't
just.
get any
Uh, uh,
medpack delivery during
Yeah,
the day.
not now, not now.
Yeah.
As we are doing whatever
On the
escape
fact,
is
up until
basically,
the
can you
up
have
until
more medpack?
I
Basically,
would probably
Don't
say
worry, ask and you shall receive.
that
Sometimes,
yeah.
maybe.
Up until the
maybe
final
yes.
day, or pretty much, or whatever we needed, Elena is either talking with Dwayne, or she's always got meditating. And she's always got her mind open in case Luke wants to reach out to her for some updates.
Elena,
Yeah.
the last day I want you to roll use the first check.
Can I just nat 20 it?
You can take no, you can't. It's it's a spontaneous thing.
Spontaneous. Okay.
Okay.
What?
My luck continues.
Mhm.
Okay, that's good. Actually, is it
Mhm.
good?
19.
I mean,
It's a
at this point,
13.
at this point, we just rather use the force and call it a
It's a
day.
13. Yeah, it's a 13.
You you get another snippet of a vision.
Mhm.
Okay.
Uh, you feel a bit uneasy. You have seen this figure before, but you feel uneasy this time.
hmm
Uh,
Is it the Master Jedi, the old
it's
woman,
an
or the
it's
human
an
Jedi?
elderly woman.
It's Cloud's favorite character.
Milky eyes,
Yeah.
and with unease you hear her saying, "It is said that the Force has a will. It has a destiny for us all. I willed it, but it uses us all, and that is abhorrent to me, because I hate the Force. I hate that it seems to have a will, that it would control us to achieve some balance while countless lives are lost."
Oh, we're Kreia. Fun.
Yes.
Goody.
Dig, dig, dig. Bonk.
Mhm.
Back-
Perfect.
You will
Tyrion came
not
back.
erode my will. You have eroded his will.
Yes. As yourself, you get the uneasy feeling you had during your confrontations with Kelleran.
Yep.
Some kind, some, let's call it the closest thing that you have experienced specifically.
Yep. It's almost as if I've had this conversation before in real life.
The thing
Mm.
is, this makes you a bit. Actually, how does that make you feel?
Because I hate the Force. It makes
The
me.
It's
whole
like
thing.
It
it
makes me
makes you feel
feel.
like a thousand of voices. No,
Mhm.
I can't.
It makes me feel like I'm living deja vu. I feel conflicted, but I don't feel as if it's. I feel as if it's something to take in, but nothing to be too worried about. It's a perspective
Okay.
that I
I'll
don't
be
hold,
back.
but it's not unheard of.
And with that, the time has come.
Hmm.
The big day arrives, and you are escorted by guards this time to a vehicle that takes you at the outskirts of the settlement, outside
Mhm.
of a huge building, uh,
Okay.
circular oval in shape, and they lead you through one of uh,
Mm.
the heavily reinforced doors that has a downward incline, a decline, and you end up in some in a quite large corridor with
Mm.
numerous rooms uh,
Mhm.
in both sides, and you see that the Trandoshan Drisk
Mm.
awaits you there with
Mhm.
uh, a small platoon of guards, and he says, "Welcome. Today is a day of entertainment, and you will be on the forefront for it."
We, out of character, he said we or you.
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 Okay, sorry. Let's proceed.
Yeah, because you said we. It's a good question. I was like, also.
Uh,
That-
so, this is a serious fight that you're going to have. I expect that you're going to survive, of course, given your extensive combat experience. So, do provide a good spectacle. Of course, as per our agreement, your weapons are returned to you. And you see that he's pointing in one of the rooms that is currently locked. So, get ready and come out in the arena when you feel that you have your combat instincts back. You've been rather chilling for the last few weeks. I'm looking forward to see what you can actually do in action. And with that, he starts leaving with his platoon. And when he
Mm.
does, you hear the lock of from the door opening up.
Not makes some space from the group and says, "Give me a second to do some practice cat, and I will be done." And moves there and begins to do some of that to,
Okay.
Alana pays
get
attention
back
to Alana
to
pays
shit.
attention to see if we see another car pulling up with a Jedi and a senator, a young Jedi and a young senator doing some really cringy dialogue.
Mhm.
Inside the room, you find your weapons.
Unaltered?
Uh, yes, they don't seem to have been damaged or tampered with, except
Hmm.
from yours, Brindor.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Your particular rifle is an upgraded model. It deals 3d10 uh, damage instead of 3d8. and it has a computerized scope already installed. Otherwise, all the rest of the specs are the same, pretty much.
All right.
And also, there are 5 med packs, one for each of you.
Fair enough.
And now, if someone mentioned in medpacks, as a case with a cat, that he will say he should probably have some of those. So since I don't carry any, but I do have the knowledge.
Okay.
So we don't put
Max,
all our
keep 5 med packs on you.
Oh, I take the 5. Okay.
Yeah, take the 5 because I have 6 already on me. So
Okay.
after the fight, give me what I have used. Basically, we are gonna do trade. Okay?
Yeah. No. Yeah. No problem. No problem. Just how much weight is a medpack? Because I have not looked at that.
Give me a moment. I will post a picture from my seat.
Okay. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, and you can translate it to yours.
Med
I
pack.
meditate so that I can get the serenity.
It's
Sure.
1 weight
kilogram.
each, to be honest. Yes.
I also do the same thing,
Mm.
and I also
I,
say to myself, "May the force be with us," and come on, Luke, don't let me down.
You hear the big door in front of you opening, and you see light coming from above, somewhere above.
oh, guys, I want everybody in line and walking slowly.
So,
Like
who
do a superhero walk or something.
uh, the stairs that lead outside, uh, 2 of you can walk side to side. So,
Nari's are fighting there close to close, so with
okay,
whoever goes
uh,
first.
okay, you can pretty much actually. You know what?
I would say Dwayne and Nar side to side, Mood and Brindor side to side, and the ladder in the middle to be like the whole
Minutes,
battle meditation combo.
Yes.
We are going to start a fight. Let's not.
Mhm.
I'd
Oh.
say we should save the fight till next
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
While
I
Stab's
will
here.
say we stop here because I'm
Like
guessing that we're not going to
even
finish it.
though I would be more than happy to do a fight, let's just
We should
you
wait.
know
We should
not
wait until
do.
Stab's here so we can get the whole thing, the whole shebang done in one, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not
Okay.
sure if stuff shows up, but based on the race, it shows up midway or later. Still, it's a fight. It will take time. Let's do it tomorrow. Is tomorrow next time?
Let's do
Basically.
it
Yeah.
next
Yes,
time. Yeah.
tomorrow.
Next time on Star Wars, fight. Just fight.
Okay.
All
So
fight.
let's set the stage of what
Mhm.
Yeah,
happened.
from the state, but like
Yeah, setting up the stage, sure.
when
So
you're gonna say your initiative, don't roll, don't
yeah,
say
yeah,
If
anything.
you think the fight's
Oh,
done,
oh,
we just keep fighting each other.
also, question.
Only
This
fight.
is a
yes.
not question. I just want to point out this is a very empty stadium. There's
Yeah, I
only like
know. It's
Yeah.
One
4
question.
spectators.
budget limits,
it's by
cloud.
design.
One question.
I
Before we
imagine that the seats are filled with imaginary friends that we are not saying.
yeah.
Exactly.
It's got all the Sith friends Palpatine had in Rise of
Yeah.
Skywalker.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the entire chorus of Palpatine cultists, not blood
Yeah.
cultists this time.
I am waiting for the creepy guy in the black robe that we have there to at one point basically say, I am all the Sith, and go Bankai on that, changing his clothes from the black to a red one.
Evan just randomly
You know.
randomly pulls a second lightsaber from behind her back and goes, "I am all the Jedi."
You
No,
exit.
no, 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 no.
And
Pull
then
the
I
whole
will add, I'm all the
purely
mood.
Sith.
So you exit and you see a stadium that is mostly filled with people. Most of them seem to be wearing some kind of armor.
Hmm.
Some of them seem to have even weapons with them. But the main observatory, let's call it, that the important people are
Yeah.
sitting on, you can see with squinting a bit that on their forefront is Storev, of course. Next to him, there is someone with
A black
a dark
cloak.
cloak that is sitting there. Behind Storev, you can see.
Wait. The guy in the black coat, do our elf eyes make out the tendrils coming from his face?
Roll a perception check.
I can't rely on my nat 20 again. Damn it.
Why not? I'm going to roll. I don't think I'm going to get anything good, but
Hmm. I think this is.
oh
Oh!
You
I can see
say
the
that!
future. I
You
can see
say
the future.
Max,
Here,
roll
let me
the
throw up the final
tactics.
disappointment. Yep, there's the disappointment.
You need to roll
I got
tactics now.
Pika.
You
I
see
got
a
a
new
3.
person.
I got
Yeah,
a 3.
yeah,
Pika, that's more disappointing.
After getting what I get of perception, I'm going to roll tactics. But lay it out, Mears.
So, Nar,
Mhm.
you give a good look at the individual. There is quite a distance, so you cannot actually see, details. But you can swear that you see two small protrusions from his face. You're not sure if they are braids or something. They don't seem like hair, though, from even
If you
from that
tell
distance.
either Elena or
I'm
Drop,
sure. I'm sure whatever it is, he's combing it.
Yeah.
if you tell Elena or Dwayne this, they can tell you what it is.
Nar is going to mumble in low voice to the people behind him, to the people around him. So we have a guy with two strange things coming out of his face. Does anyone know anything about
And Zati.
species that will fit that?
And Zati.
And Zati.
Mhm. And that is Narask.
A guy
Do
who
you
eats
do
li-
come
who
in?
a guy who consumes living brains.
No, that says mumbles to himself. Great. So we are getting a probably that good fight that they weren't waiting for. Just
The
like I
blood cultist is
expected.
excited.
Yes.
The
The
blood
blood
cultist
cultist is thrilled.
is excited to fight the non-undead zombie.
Yeah, he keeps his face straight, but you can hear excitement on his voice
Elena just
And
looks. Elena just force projects it to
in the
Dwayne.
whisper.
Why did we allow them to come with us? This is not what we signed
After
up
my
for.
last run-in with one of these guys, I'm happy to have all the backup I can.
He's used to in combat at least. I'll give him that.
the rest of the stadium is protected by a force field that extends upwards. So
By the way,
you
he
realize.
also Nara also adds to the group. Also, with all of these people that are clearly prepared to fight, the odds saying that there are not a lot of variables that could be considered luck. Yeah, right. She undersell it. He tells the others.
What do you
The
expect?
fact is that the protective field that extends
Mhm.
and yeah, it does double work. Protects those that are sitting on the stadium from whatever is happening in the main stage, but at the same time, the opposite can be true. Of course, this could be deactivated on a whim.
Sure.
Logic says. So
Uh, I'm going to roll knowledge tactics to see if there are
does
any
anyone
places
have?
in the arena that will
Okay.
be favorable for us to be on. To see if I can get it.
Does anyone have mechanics
I'm
or
going to
technology?
use the determination, which allows me to re-roll one of my trained skills.
Okay. Are you sure you want to do that now?
This is the thing. The other things I have
Is it
that
per
I could use.
encounter or not?
No, it's if I remember correctly. Give me a second. That I read. I think it's per day. Give me a second. That I reread it.
Exactly. Do you want to do it now?
Oh no, it's once per encounter.
Okay. Okay. It's somewhat safer to use then.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't, unless I use the jump ability skill, which I don't think I'm going to use. Yeah, that's much better. In the arena, I'm asking, not when we are out, because I can see
25. Yeah. Okay.
a good place for us
Uh,
to position ourselves. And we cannot move right now, but because probably they will. Who knows how they're going to take it? But yeah.
mhm. Well, as I said, as long as the field stays there,
hmm
you're fine.
Yeah, I'm thinking both cases. Fill this down and up.
Should this go down, it's going to be a very tough situation.
Yeah.
Assuming that the door
Mm.
that you just used to exit
Mm.
is also closed, so you can't go back in.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. Like the most logical thing, if this field goes down, they're not going to let
Yeah.
us out anyway. So yeah.
It's going to be a kill zone.
Yeah. Nara assumes that. Yeah.
Mhm. And from the other side, you see a pair of a platform that starts to um, go down,
hmm
and there is a big opening that opens up, and you can hear from inside growling, loud growling, and with heavy thumbs, you see a
It's
creature
a it's a rancor.
emerging from it.
Oh no, it's a death metal rancor. I
It's a
think.
bull rank. It's a bull
I want
rancor.
you. I want you to
No,
roll. I want
No,
you
it's
to
not a
roll.
Rancor.
it is not a
Uh,
rancor.
It's a Tyrantotech.
I want you to roll. What is
I
it?
told you it's a death metal rancor.
I think it's
Either
lore.
either
Galactic.
lore or sciences.
Life
yeah.
Yeah, it's
sciences.
galactic lore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or life science. Yeah, it's either of those.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tell me
this.
what it is.
Yeah, this is a heavy Sith lore thing. I'm not gonna
Honestly,
roll
I'm not
higher
beating
than Moog.
Moodin, so I'm not gonna roll.
Nah.
Yeah. I
Uh,
mean, me
the
either.
the thing that you have on the opposite side, Mudin, you
Is
know it
a friend and he wants to hug me.
exactly. It's a very, very, very friendly creature called a Terentatic.
A
Oh,
Okay.
They
what?
are they
A
are
tarantula?
much yes, a tarantula. A tarantula. It's a Terentatic.
It's a
It's a
death
Sith
metal
It's
spawn.
rancor.
It's
it's
a Sith
the
spawn.
it's a rancor. Imagine a rancor that has a very angry and
Yeah, a
evil
rank
cousin.
got it. A rancor if it was imagined by a song from Iron Maiden. I get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It reminds you of a rancor. It is not a rancor, of course. It has two enormous tusks that protrude from its mouth. And you can see that it has numerous rows of teeth. Also, the natural
Still not a great.
carapace,
Still
the
not a
natural
great.
carapace that it has, it seems to be, and you know it to be very hard and difficult to pierce.
Still not a great dragon. So It's easy, guys.
Yeah, it's not. Look, guys, I don't want to kill you.
Yet. You don't want to kill us
Yes.
yet.
Yes, it's the
Make it
first. It's the
clear.
first fight. It's the first fight. So you see that hulking monstrosity on the opposite side of you, exiting, looking all around, and the moment its eyes, well, what you suppose its eyes should be, fall on the five of you.
It lets out a bellowous roar. Roll initiative. Thanks. See
Yeah.
you next time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The final frame
Yeah.
is the fan. Is
The only thing that I can say is that another things to solve the most is that thing coming out is, yeah, this is going to be a nice warm up.
The final images of Elena trying to casting battle meditation on the group, inwardly thinking, "Come on, Luke, where are you?" and going into the classic Obi-Wan Kenobi Sarisu pose.
Hello there.
Aren't you glad you got your lightsaber back now?
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, is this going to die on the third turn or on the first turn?
Question: Is
I'm
Jawain
I'm
allowed to
placing
dual wield his
bets, yeah.
lightsaber with his frying pan?
Yes.
No,
I
no. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. I could do that, but I would have to sacrifice my double damage from Otaru.
You have to
Not sure if
sacrifice a
that's
lot
worth
of
it.
stuff. Anyway,
Yeah.
Use it as a
So-
projectile weapon. Give it to Elena, and
You
Elena
have
can
to
use.
sacrifice
give-
life, maybe.
Give your frying pan to Elena. Elena can move objects on the frying pan to get damage on them. Projectile frying pan.
My frying pan of judgment needs better care than that.
Anyway, I think this is a good stopping point and a nice
I ought to
cliffhanger.
whack you with my frying pan for suggesting that.
Anyway.
And with that, we are picking up next time
Yep.
to see what is going to happen in this arena.
We have plans. We have a secret plan from Elena's point of view that no one knows about except maybe Joanne if she ever told him. We've got the other big secret plan that we all know about. We've got a fight. We've got Mob Boss. See you next time, I guess. And next week, I won't be one, as usual. I won't be the one streaming. It will be Tyrant. So please tune into Tyrant's channel for our next episode of Mass Effect next week. So until then, see ya, and I should go.
Mission complete success.